Oh, phone. My
All right.
phone.
Well, there's the red light.
Mm-hmm.
We are
And I
live.
see, I see somebody waiting for the blue, for the black light tonight. Slow it down a little bit.
Mm. Come on, let's go. Well, what are we looking like tonight? Welcome to Tangy Tea.
I can't wait to talk.
Ah, hey, yeah, welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. I am your host, Veronica, here with you this evening, along with my co-host here, Victor Dammit Boy White. And below us is Brother Fatine, all the way from WBLS radio
No, no, no,
station.
no, 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 no. I'm sorry. This is his alter ego, Edie Strode, and that I should change that name. Brother Fatine had to take a night off. He left his Dallas hats back there just to let him know you're in the right place.
Hmm.
But since he's not here, and I know he has so much respect, and I got respect for you, sister, but I'm Edie Strode tonight. And my goodness, the braids,
Wait.
the shoulders. Wow. Talk to me, sis. Let's talk. Let's don't smoke a cigarette. Let us smoke a cigarette and let's don't you dare pull that up. That looks boy, she done came on here with some sex appeal, y'all. And y'all know we don't cross no line on here because we like sisters and brothers. But I'm a man. She
Yeah.
look. I mean, Veronica's beautiful, but Jesus Christ, sex appeal, sexy, sexy, sexy tonight. Gotta get a bell. All right.
Fatine, thank you so much.
You're welcome, my sis.
I actually cut my shirt too low tonight, but
That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. Just don't make a fast move. Pop up.
I- I'm I'm gonna say TikTok made me do it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be getting a lot of fashion tips from TikTok, but
TikTok or something else. Top. Come on now. Let's go. Damn it, boy. Woo. Mm-mm-mm. You feeling good? Ain't nothing wrong with that. When you let your hair down,
that's right.
let them
I
hormones
feel
explode.
good tonight. I feel good.
I
Now,
noticed that. Mm-hmm.
as you can see, my brother isn't saying not one word. He won't no parts of this.
Mm. Whew.
But anywho, welcome to Tanky Tea of Life, everyone. This is where we talk about any and everything. And Tanky Tea of Life is being brought to you by Hip Hop Fitness with Veronica. Monday nights, Pine Rec Center in Darlington. That's my seniors class. I say 55 and up, but it's for anyone that wants a want a low impact workout. Also on Wednesday night, 7 p.m. at the Big Gary Gym, and Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. at the Big Gary Gym. And I'm actually doing something new on Saturdays now. I'm having boot camp, so it's look, we gets it in. $5 per class. You can inbox me for more details. All right. Hello, Thomas. Yes, Tim. Wait a minute. Tim said she got them braids. It's over for everybody tonight.
She got a little bit more than them braids, Tim, but we ain't saying nothing. Don't worry
That
about us. We good. Anyway, Victor, we gonna get Victor to speak because Victor and Veronica got something to say about Saturday night.
oh, do we?
Mm-hmm. Y'all had a good time Saturday night. Could fill the people in where y'all were at.
Listen, wait, we had a good time tonight. You know what? I feel like I needed to like pull up.
No, you pulled up Saturday night. You good? You ain't got to pull nothing up. You good?
So Victor and I had a nice time Saturday night. I'm glad he invited me out. We had a great time. He took me places that I've never been before.
Whoa, tell me.
But
Hold on. Let's see what's going on. Let's go. Victor, where's them places you took her that she ain't never been before?
I'll let her tell you where she went with her uncomfortable ass.
Oh God.
he actually took me to the hood, and I can't remember where we went. But I was a little uncomfortable at first when Victor was like, "I'm taking you here. I'm taking you here. we going here." So I'm like, "Okay, where are we going?" So we got to the spot, and it was actually cool. Like I was comfortable there. I may not have looked like it, but I was comfortable. I was comfortable. And then we went to a house where they was having like a card party, a card game there. I haven't done that in so long because I used to go to card games, like, you know, people houses, and used to do I don't know if I can say this, can I? The boards,
Yeah.
the tip boards, and was
Hold on.
playing
Go ahead. I'm
cards
listening.
and things like that. But I was a little, hesitant about going at first, but then I was like, okay, I trust Victor. I trust my brother that he wouldn't take me nowhere, where I will be like in harm's way. So I trusted him, and he led the way, and we was there, and I had a great time.
And I just salute Victor and you. Y'all look like y'all had a great time. Victor always reaches out, to us. He definitely reaches out to me to get me out. And, a lot of times I don't come out. I don't want to make, Saturday's a little tougher for me because Sunday morning I got to get up early. But I just want to say that y'all had a great time. That's why I didn't want to speak over y'all. And Victor always shows that hospitality of inviting us out to things that he is participating in the community. So thank you, Victor, for that. I really appreciate that. Even if I don't come out, brother, it's really appreciative.
You need to
Thank you.
show up, man. Real
Yeah,
talk.
they don't do nothing on Friday nights, huh? Because you see, I show up to Friday nights sometime, but
Well, I
Saturdays
mean,
a little.
things happen on Fridays, but
Yeah,
that ain't really my day. But
yeah.
I'll make a sacrifice if you say you're gonna pull up. We'll find something on the Friday.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I just want to say last week, Veronica, myself, and especially Victor, we all had words to say about the Damar Hamlin situation. And
Mhm.
one of the things that we talk about on this show is everything, good and bad. And we talk about the bad, but we also have to uplift the good. And we talk about people, prayers, black, white, all male, women, all kind of creeds of people coming together and praying for Damar Hamlin on the Buffalo Bills, and this is why I wear this shirt and hat tonight in honor of him. That his prayers were answered, people's
Mhm.
prayers were answered, and I just want to uplift that because Victor talks about church. I have a religious background, and Veronica, she got that pastor looking over her shoulder. But thank God that this man has been able to be transferred from one hospital to another. He's still not out the
Mhm.
woods, but he is doing great. And thank God for that. And thank you all for just uplifting him during his dark moment.
Yep.
Yeah. It was I'm sorry. I have text coming through. But
You
yeah.
should have text coming through. I know why you got text coming through tonight. You got a lot of stuff in your inbox tonight.
You know what? Whatever. Whatever, fatigue. Um, yes, and it just goes to show that God is good. And did you see how everyone, most of us, came together and and prayed, like the power of prayer? Okay, and I'm gonna leave it like that. God is good.
Mhm.
Mike, you know what? To my
Mhm.
Vic tell the real story. That was the real story that I told, right, Victor?
No, no, no.
Well, tell
So
it.
so we went to Tommy Mitchell's. I think he turned 65, 64, 60, somewhere up in there. Well, anyway, Tommy owns two clubs in Florence. I'm not gonna. I used to be his neighbor. We used to live in the same neighborhood. Tommy's a good guy. Actually, the club manager. Tommy owns City Grill and he owns Jazz on Dargan. And I grew up with his nephew. So he had his birthday celebration. He had level 10 band that was in there. And I must say, that was the first time I seen a level 10 band go that long without a break. I've never seen them do a set that long before. And the music was good. Everybody was dressed appropriately. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he wanted an all black party. Now, of course, everybody wasn't in all black, but I didn't see no bullshit up in there.
Right.
Um, he had the food. I didn't eat the food, but the food looked great. Um,
Oh, the wings were good.
oh, worthy. Um, like I said, it wasn't no BS. He had a 360 booth. He
Oh
had
my, tell that story, please.
huh?
Tell that story with the little lady.
He had a 360 booth, and he had, I don't know what that photo booth thing was, but he had like something else. I didn't participate in it, but there was some ladies that was in there. There was some older ladies that was in there, and you know I'm a sucker for them old women, and
Mm-hmm. We know.
she was on the booth. And I don't know what in the world she was doing, but it wasn't hitting on nothing. So I was like, come on, let's get on the booth together, and I can show you. And she was like, well, I got this. She was about to leave because she was an usher at some church. I don't remember which church she was at. And the whole time we was on the booth, she was asking me questions. I'm like, this ain't what we supposed to be doing, but it turned out pretty good though. And then
Yeah.
I, I took Veronica to the barn in North Florence. If anybody know the Woodmont area, we went to the barn. We had a couple drinks at the barn. That's pretty much where I say I cut my teeth. I cut my teeth in Woodmont. I'm not from there, but I hung out there. I spent a many days and nights out there, and we had a good time. So then I tried to get her to go to Cold Pepper, but she wasn't trying to feel none of that shit.
I
So
was like, I'm out.
so I mean they just spots, you know. I don't want to call them hole in the walls, but they give you that vibe of them. But they're not clubs, they're not bars, they're not really juke joints. They just spots. So you know
Yeah.
where you would catch a lot of your blue collar workers at. Let me say that.
Well, I enjoyed myself. I had a good time, and it was needed. I needed to like get out the house and let my shoulders out. Well, my shoulders wasn't out though.
No,
What's the word?
no, you didn't. Your shoulders was not out.
Mm-mm. I was fully dressed that night. Okay. What's going on, everyone? Patricia, I see you. Patricia said, were we at the big house? I don't know what that is.
No, so the big house closed a long time ago. I don't think the big house will ever be opened up, but the little house will be opened up. I think that's what he said, that he bought the little house and the barn will now relocate to the little house at some point in time. Yeah, the little house is right in front of the big house.
Oh,
But
okay.
you talk about a dirt road. Yeah, that's the little house is it's got a little bit more room, but yeah,
Oh,
it'll
okay.
be jumping.
Well, for 10, you have to join us. We'll go to the little house. Yes, Cheryl, that's the word I was looking for. I let my hair down. That's what I needed to do. Yes. Mike, you know what? Veronica used to go out to the Starlight. Do y'all remember the Starlight? Where they used to play softball out there? They used to play
Starlight.
Starlight. Yeah, it was the softball field, and You
You
know,
talking about the
people can
strip?
hang. No, not the strip. This is the Starlight. The Starlight is what is that, Mike? Is that off Society Hill Road or something? I can't remember.
Only things I knew they played softball was Starlight, Horseshoe, and Rambo in y'all area, but I didn't. I
Ram.
never knew about the Starlight.
Okay. Um. All right. So we have topics tonight. Oh, Patricia, did I know you played softball? Yeah, she's saying yeah. So I guess that's off Society Hill Road. But everyone, I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. Victor and I did. Fatine, what was you doing this weekend? And then we're going to get into the topic.
Um, Saturday, I just, I stayed in. Sunday, friend came by. Matter of fact, it was her birthday, and she
Oh,
just wanted to chill. So he came by. It's supposed to be two, but the birthday
two.
girl came by, her and a friend, but a friend didn't come by, but she came by, and we, had a good evening. Victor, you something else, man. Oh gosh,
Alrighty then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we have, a little topic tonight. Um, right, Cheryl. Okay. Cheryl, happy birthday. I think that was your daughter that you posted. You said someone was having a birthday. Your daughter, was it 9 years old? I think I saw. Happy birthday to her. Yes. Hey, Miss Dorothea. Look who's on, Victor.
Aretha,
Doretha. Why do I always say that? Hey, Miss
Miss Aretha.
Doretha. Glad to have all of you join us tonight. Once again, this is where we talk about, oh, your nephew. Okay. Happy birthday to your nephew. What is Tim saying? Come by and had a good time is how I'm explaining it from now. Came by and had a good time. What? Is he on a thread? Is he commenting after someone? But
No.
guys, once again, welcome to all of you who is joining us tonight. We this is where we talk about any and everything, and we are so happy that you all are joining us tonight for some tea. So let's talk for a second. Let me know how you guys feel about this, because I was talking to someone today, and they found out that we're just gonna jump right into it. One of their friends, it's a relationship topic, of course. One of her friends was cheating on her husband, right? Follow along, who is also their friend as well, right? She's friend with both the female and the husband. And the husband she knew longer than the female, right? So she was thrown off when the female friend told her knowingly that she's really good friends with the husband, right? So the question was presented as people that we know that is in our direct circle and or may not be in our direct circle, but for this topic right here, this subject, we are talking about someone that is in their direct circle. And they are in relationships, marriages. In this case, they're married. But she know a secret, which the secret is of the female friend, right? Is involved with someone else. So she wants to know, how do you handle that when you know both parties involved? You are friends with both the male and the female, right? And you know the woman is cheating on the man, which is her friend as well. How do you handle that? She said now she's, going to be uncomfortable being around them together. Things are not going to be the same. They've known each other for many years and never would have expected that from her female friend. But now, she felt comfortable telling her that she's, cheating on her husband. What advice can we give her? Um, I don't know. Um, I would say stay out of it, because if you say something, both parties are going to be hurt because both parties and they both feel like they have trust in you. Um, I don't know. That would be a hard situation to be in, knowing that both of them. You know what I'm saying? And like she said, now it's going to be uncomfortable for her to be around both of them, and she don't know how to handle it. Like, she was thinking about maybe, like, um, slowly removing herself, from the friendship or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, both parties are gonna be hurt, if she says anything. Um,
I don't understand.
you feel like
I don't understand what you're saying.
she wants to
Wait,
know.
wait, start all over. Who's
Start
who?
over.
Yeah, just
Okay,
to tell me it's a husband and wife,
it's a
right?
husband and wife. They have a friend. Both of the husband and wife know the friend, right?
Right,
The friend found out that the female was cheating on the husband, which
right,
is her friend because she's friends with both of them.
right.
So she found out, the friend told her, the female, the wife, told the wife told the friend that she was cheating on her husband. So she wants to know, how should she handle that,
Okay, I
because
got it.
she's friends with both of them. Like,
Got it.
she don't know if she should tell the husband, or she's feeling real uncomfortable right now because she knows a secret within their marriage.
Got it. I'm good.
So the friend actually put her in a sticky situation by telling her. She should have kept that to herself. You know what I'm saying? Because, like she said, she was friends with the husband before she was friends with the wife. So now she's in the middle of this whole situation. So what are y'all thoughts?
My opinion, it ain't none of her business. Like people gonna be saying. She's not in that relationship. This lady confided into you. Uh, and that's one thing I can say. A lot of messiness comes from when people run their mouth. This lady told you you should not repeat it again. I mean, I felt like she just had to get it off her chest. You know, I got certain friends that can't hold water, and I know they can't. So I lied to them. There might be a little bit of truth sprinkled in what I tell them, but I just sometimes I like to see how fast it'll get back to me. Um, to me, it's a game. Um, the people who I confide in and know um, that know 100% of my secrets, so to speak, is people that I don't even know or barely know. I mean, um, I'd much rather talk to a stranger about some shit that's going on versus somebody I know, because shit like this happens all the time. Eventually, it's got to stop somewhere. I know things about people that I hold. Sometimes I tell people, don't tell me, but I don't. I don't repeat if I don't think it's that detrimental to somebody's relationship. But this shit here, you talking about cheating? Yeah, she already cheated on the husband, so I mean that has nothing to do with you.
This one. The first reaction. The first reaction I was going to say is, like people said on the comment and what Victor said, and Veronica, stay out of it. But then I had to think another way. I had to look at it. I remember some music videos out there, Keisha Cole, even though it's a music video. I thought about how I would feel if me and Victor grew up together
Mm-hmm.
and I got married and he became friends with my wife, but I'm his homeboy. I'm his homeboy. It's y'all, you understand what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, if I find out that Victor knew, I don't want to hear, yo, man, it's something. Where's the loyalty there? That sister, even though she appealed because that sisterhood code. That's why she did that. That sisterhood code, she told that. And maybe it was guilt. It could be guilt. At the end of the day, she took a chance. She opened Pandora's box because, as you know, as something gets out and it gets to someone else, it goes down the road to it. Usually, sometimes gets back to the main person involved. I'm telling you now, I know what people are saying, and this is not a right or wrong. It comes down to your morals. And don't tell me something if that's my homeboy, that's my man, that's my boy, or that's my girl. Don't do that. Don't do that, because now you disrespecting me and you disrespecting what I stand on with my friend. You understand what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And I don't give a damn. If that's my boy, if that's my girl, and you got enough guts to tell me, I got some choice words to you. How I handle that, it's hard to say. I'm not a brother who's a snitch, but at the end of the day, if that's my boy, I'm gonna be like, yo, um, I don't know. I don't know because I think loyalty comes in play now. Friends, yo, okay, I'm friends, but I knew him first. Depend. If I knew him first and it's not on that level of that's my dude, that's my boy, my brother, my best man in my wedding, and this, that, and the other. Yo, girlfriend, you done. You done. Because I've seen women do it. I've seen women that are loyal to their girls that when they find out that something is going fishy, they tell their girl because of their loyalty that they stand on. And that's the problem out here is we don't stand on principle and loyal. That's why if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. So I know it's a hard situation, but if it's just me, if it's a mediocre relationship, friend, leave it. But you cross that line if you knew that person, that friend, I was friend with that person first, and that is somebody that is real close, like family to me, you crossed the line, girl. Sorry. I'm
So
sorry.
I want to say this, and the
Mhm.
biggest problem I see is that she has too many friends in this relationship. You should, in my opinion, this is just me. I'm a man, so it's a little different. I'm only gonna be friends with one of y'all. The other one is just you, just a plus one. I have no business being friends with nobody's wife if me and you are homeboys. Like, I don't have no business calling or texting your wife. You know what I'm saying? Veronica, if me and you cool, I have no business. To be honest with you, I'd back off from you. You know what I'm saying? If you got married or when you get married. And I'm not going to have no relationship with your husband because I don't know that. I don't know that nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to pick one. I can't be equally cool with the both of y'all. It won't work that way because one is gonna be talking shit about the other one, and it might not be that serious, and then you running your mouth over here and you in the middle. You can't be friends with two people in a relationship. You pick one and you stay there. Now, the best thing she can do is tell whichever friend is her best, be honest with her. Girl, you know you wrong. Or tell the man, like, yo, you wrong. But to be friends with both and playing both sides of the fence, they both gonna whip your ass.
So I want to. I really don't really want to. I mean, I'm not going to respond to what you say because that's your opinion, and I don't really see. I can't. I can debate your opinion, but it's just my opinion against your opinion. So I'm not going to do that. But Trisha said something that I want to go. She said, for Teen, you should respect Vic because he stayed out of your business. If it was you cheating, and you would expect him to keep your secret, again, if that's Victor's person that he knew from childhood and they like sister and brother, yeah, I would expect him. But me and Victor are friends. But yo, they go back like family. And I expect Victor to keep that secret. But if Victor did somehow told that secret, yeah, I'd be a little upset, but I would understand because of the bond. See, I crossed that line. See, what Victor said is the safe way. And I agree with you, Victor. A lot of people don't, but I've been friends with both male and females, and I've had that, and I've communicated with both. Depending on what it is, it's just certain things. I didn't communicate with the person in secret. So if I communicated with my ex friend, and I come home, I say, "Oh, I spoke with so and so today." I don't have nothing to hide. You understand? But that is our relationship. You got to know what your relationship is standing on. But let's get back to the cheating. Again, I understand what y'all say about the secret. Again, it depends. If that young lady felt that comfortable to tell that young lady, maybe that the young lady being friends with the guy longer than being friends with her that told that secret to the young lady, that's the chance she take. Again, you gotta, you can't put your stuff out there and think that everybody's just gonna play along with your crap.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. And if that's all to it. Y'all can sit up here in this chat, talk all that stuff, but then y'all want to condemn when people are cheating. Well, when we uphold it, that's why more of it goes on. That's why I tell y'all, but y'all want to chop my damn head off when I tell y'all in the beginning, tell it what it is. I don't want a commitment, or I want to see two. Just be honest with what it is. But now you want to, I'm going to hold a secret. Y'all are hypocritical sometimes. Y'all hypocrites.
So, bro, I'll say this. If I had a childhood friend and y'all started dating, regardless of our relationship, I'm going to always, I would have to cut somewhat ties with you because I can only be loyal to one person.
There you go. Do that. But in this situation, but go further, Victor. Go further. You said you would have to cut ties with one of us because of whatever. But if you didn't cut ties and you got in that compromised situation, then what, bro?
So I've never been in that situation.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure how I would handle that. But to be honest with you, this is just normally I tend to befriend the male in the relationship over the female because it's safer that way. There's no, well, what y'all doing or none of this shit like that. If I know them both, I tend to kind of cut ties with the female because I want to respect the whole sanctity of their whole relationship.
Yeah. Let me, I hate to do this for a minute. Veronica go chastise me after the show. So Voodoo child, we cool. That's my man. But Voodoo, let me just say this. I know you like to be funny at times, but like I said at the beginning of the show, that I'm not cheating with this on Buffalo Bill stuff because of DeMar Hamlin situation. And unfortunately, I don't play with that. That brother died on the field and they resuscitated him. So even though you may be playing or joking, I don't play with that. I'm representing the brother, and I'm just saying that. So I really don't like to play around with that because that brother could not be here. We could be talking about a funeral or whatever. So I just think that sometimes we just cut the lines where we push the lines. All right. Thank you. Guy, we can get back to the show.
And going back to one of Voodoo's comments, and I agree with him. Her friend disrespected her by telling her, and that's what I was saying too. Like, her friend should have never, if she knew that she was cool with the husband, why would you even tell me that? Like, I didn't have to know that. You know what I'm saying? Because the girl even said that she was friends with the husband before she was friends with the wife. So you already know that the husband is closer to me than you. Anyway, so why would you come to me and tell me that you're cheating on this man? And then someone in the comment said something about maybe it was a test, to see how loyal she is to the friend or whatever. Okay, that may be true as well. But why are you testing me? I don't like tests. Like, and a lot of you men do that. A lot of you men
Bullshit.
want to put women through tests. Just come out and say what you got to say. I'm not in school no more, and I don't want to be tested. So if you got something to ask me, you got something to say, just say it.
And that's the problem. Women think men are putting them through a test, but a lot of times we're telling you the truth. You just don't want to accept the answer that we gave you. If I tell you X, Y, and Z, don't sit here and tell me about E, F, and G. I just told you X, Y, and Z. And a lot of times a man, and this is one thing, I saw a little thing on Facebook, a man thinks in a straight line and women think in a fucking zigzag line. Like, we get to the point. Now, you got some men, this is not a blanketed statement, but I can just say for me, if I tell you something, that's pretty much what I mean. I'm not playing no game. I'm not trying to get you to say some off-brand answer to come back. There is no fucking television camera or crew watching us. Bro, it's just me and you. All the ego shit should not even be in the plate when it's just us. There ain't nobody recording or none of this shit. And I think some women that have been hurt or some women that have been exposed in some form of fashion, when you on the phone with them or you texting them, They always digging to see where you coming from, but it's like, I just told you where I'm coming from. This is it. There's no whatever. There's nothing.
First of all, let me go
I
back to
mean, and
Cheryl.
like I
I need
said,
that bell.
but this is the thing though.
Thank
I
you.
said it's not a blanketed. This is not a blanket statement. You know, she's saying that, they lie. And yes, men do lie. But when we're sitting here having a serious discussion, if you asking me about cheating and you know the evidence, yeah, I'm a lie. But for the most part, a man gonna tell you at some form of fashion, it's just gonna be this. You hungry? Yes. What you want to eat? Well, I'm thinking about some Texas Roadhouse. Well, I don't really want to eat that. So why the fuck you ask me? It's just that
So,
simple. It's that
oh,
simple.
right. So I have a question for Marvin. And don't, Marvin, I'm not making this personal. So that's why. So when you just mentioned that whatever Vic say or do with me, that's between us, right or wrong. If I think he's doing something wrong, I will address him myself. Got it. So not your real sister, fictional sister. If your Vic was dealing with your sister,
That'll never happen.
no, I mean, I'm just okay.
He
I'm
said
just
fictional.
fictional, and that's your sister, and you still cover for him. That, I mean, I understand the man code. Just be honest. If Marvin, if it's the man code, just say what it is. But if that was your sister and Victor was cheating on your sister, you would say what you got to say to Vic, but you won't say nothing to your sister. I got it. And I just want to find out, is that the line he still will not cross?
He's not gonna cross that line. He's gonna stay with his family. The thing is some people need to realize some people are off limits. Some people, if me and you are friends, I understand in order for us to be good friends, there are certain people that I am not even looking at. I can't look at. Your sister, your
He said
your
fictional.
mother, your aunts, your cousins, like those people are off limits. And some people cross and they blur those lines. So when you do start dating your friends, close family and stuff like that, then either you putting your whole friendship in jeopardy if the relationship doesn't work. So I don't blur those lines.
I hear you. And again, that's Victor's way, and I can't say that. I will blur those lines. If I will blur those lines, I will. If you got a cousin that I'm digging, yo, I'm gonna shoot my shot. So to it. I'm not gonna be disrespectful. Matter of fact, sometimes when you deal with a friend's family member, sometimes you fly a little bit more straighter anyway because of the respect that you got for your friend at the end of the day. This is real world, y'all. We can talk fictional if y'all want to. This is real world, and this is what happens out here. And I like what Victor says. I'm not saying I'm not saying Victor's speaking fictional. What Victor's saying is what he doesn't do, and I'm not going to debate that. I'm not debating that because that's what that man stands on, and I respect that. But everybody doesn't stand there.
You got to understand now. You will find out how close you and your friend are if you try to date someone close in his family, because that's when you'll really find out what he really or she really thinks about you. Go out there and try to date, a real close, who I consider my sister. Then she could be like, well, what you think about, this person over here? I'm like, leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Just leave him alone. Why? And then she gets to unadulterated. So now I'm sitting here, she backs off, like, damn, man, I was really feeling your sister. I was like, oh, well, it is what it is. So if she tells you exactly what I said, then now me and you got an issue.
Yeah.
And you never give me any advice.
But we shouldn't, Fatim, because if I'm telling her what I see from you, I shouldn't give you a doctored grade to my friend, to my sister or whatever. If you were sitting out here running around and you doing this and you doing that, and you want to go date my sister, and I tell her, well, Fatim be running these women, you shouldn't be mad at me because if that's what you really doing, then don't be mad with me.
Right, exactly, and I got and let me just say this, and if my boy Tony's on, he could comment on this because I'm gonna give you something straight. So me and Tony, we single, we doing our thing, and I dealt with somebody that a cousin of his, he didn't know, and I dealt with a young lady that he casually dealt with, he didn't know. So I was thinking one day, I was like, yo, if he comes to pick me up to go to a game and somebody crosses and come out my apartment, it's gonna be, you understand what I'm saying? So I was man enough to go to him. I went to him and told him about both. Now, I didn't know what he was gonna do. I didn't expect, I can't sit there and say, oh, that's my boy. He got to understand. He did understand. We never had no words. He was cool and nothing. But I was man enough to not let it come out. I went to him and I told him. That's how I operate. Why? Because I didn't want, because I felt that it was a very sensitive issue. First, I didn't think too much dealing with his cousin was a sensitive issue, but dealing with somebody that he dealt with in the past casually, I thought that could be a sensitive issue. So I felt that I would rather, because I'd rather tell him out of my mouth than somebody find out about something and then come to me and say this, and then I don't have nothing to stand on, or what I thought about telling you, I was going to tell you. That's crap. I was man enough to tell him. We talked about it. There was no debate about it. He was like, yo, cool. And he's on here. If he's on here tonight, he can make his own comment.
But the thing is, if it's that sensitive, in my opinion, you shouldn't have done it. If it's gonna, if me and you are that close,
maybe I shouldn't have done it, but I did do it though. See, I did.
I get that. So,
I'm 20. I'm 25, man. I'm not saying 25, but I'm not wise like maybe I am today. I was 25, bro. We were doing our thing. I'm not making see, Vic, one thing I always say, we could be young and dumb, and I can admit that, but I knew what I was doing, and maybe it was a bad choice, but I did do that. And so if the repercussions, if he'd have popped me in my mouth, I would have understood. He'd get that first pop. He got that first pop. I got it. You ain't gonna pop me again, but you got that first pop. Because I understand you may be frustrated. He wasn't. But I told you, I try to be as transparent as I can. Sometimes I'm not. I'm not perfect. I've done things in my life that, that if you could do over, probably do it differently. Did. Yeah, we all did. So I don't want to sit here and say that, but I'm just saying that you're right. And I do agree with Marvin, and I do with Vic, and I do agree with Veronica that, let me just say this and I'll shut up. If it goes down that the person tells me and I'm a friend with both, then if I'm not comfortable with it, I would tell the person that told me, yo, you took a chance by telling me. I'm just telling you, I'm going to let this one slide. But I'm going to tell you, if he finds out that you told me, you understand? This is on you. This is and I'll bring the heat to you if you don't stand up and say that, because, yo, don't tell me no more. I don't want to know anything else. And that's it. You get that one, and I'll leave it alone. But I'm telling you, how do we get out here loyal when I see your sisters stick together in the sisterhood, and you see so-and-so out to dinner and you don't even know what it's about? Oh, girlfriend, I done seen your man with so-and-so, and you don't know if this somebody on the job, or it could be a bet loss or something, but you're running back because you're loyal to your girl. We supposed to understand that, right?
Because 9 times out of 10, you guys are out there doing some ish you're not supposed to.
See, but we're doing it with a woman. So we're doing it with a woman. So that means a woman is out there doing some ish too. So it goes both ways. Mm-hmm.
So Jacqueline says, that situation happened to me. I removed myself respectfully out of the situation and watched on the sideline as it unfolded. I just was very uncomfortable. Yeah, because that's an uncomfortable place to be in. You know what I'm saying? You're friends with both of them. Here y'all at out eating or, out having fun. But at the same time, you thinking, oh, she all up on him, knowing that she got this other dude that she's talking to and messing around with, but she going to act like she all into my friend tonight, right? That's a very uncomfortable situation. Like, don't even put me in the situation. You cheating, I don't want to know about it.
But the thing is, if you for that woman, you must be ain't got no man. Because if you got a man,
you still gonna feel uncomfortable, Victor.
Huh?
you still gonna feel uncomfortable even if you have a man.
I'm
I
not going
would.
to be honest with you. When I, in a relationship, you should be wrapped up in the person who you with. I ain't got time to be worrying about what the hell y'all got going on.
That's true.
I,
But if someone,
but how you distribute your coochie is how you distribute it. I don't care. To be honest with you, but I guess I might move a little different. Like I don't I kind of cut females off when I'm in a relationship. I don't
oh,
really
we
communicate.
know.
I don't really communicate with too many outsiders because the inner workings of
Mhm.
what I got going on in my relationship is our business. I don't really do that. But that's just me.
Oh yeah, I felt that burn.
Victor, let me ask you this. Is that been your motto all your life? Or is it that you saw confusion with somebody outside doing that, or you've had a bad experience and learned from that bad experience, and you learned that ain't the way for me?
So to me, um, I think people don't understand what commitment is. And
Mm.
I really looked up that definition of commitment. Um, I tell people when we first, you know, get together, like you show this is what you want because some people can't handle somebody's attention. Attention is attention. If me and you dealing with each other and we gonna get serious and all this other stuff, there's a lot of things that come in a relationship. So, you know, random texts throughout the day because pretty much as I start isolate myself, then you become all these different hats that you claim that you want to be. So, I mean, the confidant, if I'm having a bad day, if I'm having a good day, something funny you see on the internet, you become all these people you talk every day. So that way, exactly how I feel when I feel all the time. So no one can sit here and say, well, I didn't know you felt like that. I had to go ask this person. They told me this is how you feel. With me, I'm going to be transparent with you. I'm going to let you know when you piss me off. I'm going to let you know if I'm not in that, you know, if I'm in a really good mood because I'm going to confide into you. But some people can take it, some people can't.
Veronica, thanks. Veronica, I'm gonna ask you something. Just to kind of piggyback off what Victor said, but a little different. Compatibility. Victor just talked about, answer that question. The compatibility. I brought this up a lot in the past about that we get together for a lot of the wrong reasons. Sometimes we get together, we like one another, we lust after each other, we have sex, somebody gets pregnant or whatever. But compatibility is very, very key in a relationship. And you got to realize you get with somebody that looks good, because the first thing that attracts you is usually the looks, unless you get to see them from a distance and to see their personality and whatever.
Mhm.
But do you think we rush into relationships and kind of, how we jump off a little bit because of the compatibility, that we don't take the time, or we really don't know the person that we really are with, that's what really caused a lot of the problems down the road? Compatibility.
I think so. Compatibility in a lot more different things as well. But my son gets on my nerves. Chad, stop. But yeah, I do feel like compatibility. I feel like things we rush into things, and I had to learn this because I was one of those people that I feel like I would rush into relationships because I felt like, oh, I really, like him. I feel like he's the one for me. We're compatible. We can do this, we can do that. Um, but not taking the time to get to actually know the person, if that makes sense. It was more of trying to, um, I don't want to say tie someone down. That's the wrong word that I'm looking for. But as like getting that title of being in a relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend thing. So I do feel like my past relationships, like I rushed into getting into a relationship when I should have been taking my time to get to know that person. And you know, but we live and we learn. Now that I know, and I actually had someone else to teach me this as well, is that now I'm at the point where I will get to know that person, you know, not rushing into a relationship,
How
you
do you
know.
get to know a person? When we say these cliche words, how do you get to know a person?
I guess
Cliche
just
words.
taking the time and like really figuring someone out. Like I can say my past relationship, I didn't take the time to like really get to know them. You know, I didn't take the time. I thought I knew them. And at some point, I mean, it did get to where I did. I mean, it was a 9 year, you know, relationship, being together. But I don't know how to really explain it, but like really taking the time to get to know myself, taking the time to really get to know that person. Like I'm me now, I'm at a good space in my life because I know Veronica and I took time for Veronica and getting Veronica back because Veronica has been lost for a long time. Not saying that I've been out here doing, you know, crazy things, but I feel like Veronica was missing because Veronica was putting so many people before Veronica. So now that Veronica is here, now Veronica can actually put more into a relationship, if that makes sense.
So I just want to say this real quick because so the Victor and Veronica and Victor, is interesting what and I'm used the word cliche about getting to know one another. I think once we've gone through past relationships, we learn from our
Mhm.
past, and if we learn and look at it openly and honestly and look at some of the things that maybe we were done wrong, but look at some of the things that we done wrong and
Yeah.
and grow from that. That's finding out ourself. I think when we get in these relationships, and I hate to put an age on it, but when you in your 20s and your 30s and 40s, y'all are growing together. You're
Yeah.
living life. So sometimes it's hard to get to know a person because you're going through life as you're experiencing each day. You're dealing with the bills, you're dealing with the ups and the downs of the relationship, and you get caught up emotionally that sometimes you don't be able to extract yourself from the relationship and look from the outside in to see more about learning from the person and learning from yourself because you're living that relationship in the real time. And a lot of people just don't know how to do that at the end of the day.
Right.
So I'm gonna say this: when it comes to relationships, in my opinion, that's a conversation that needs to happen. Just because we go out to eat and we having sex and we see each other all the time, that don't necessarily mean we in a relationship. I think some people don't understand it, that what we're doing is just hanging out. We just having sex and spending time together. But a relationship is more than just sex and eating. There has to be more things sprinkled into that. And I think that's what some people get. Though I like to say the lines blurred, but that's what some people get their feelings hurt because you going to this person's house on the weekends all the time. You going out to eat, every so often. Y'all having sex, regularly or whatever. Y'all kissing in the mouth and all that other funky shit. And you think you in a relationship when you've never had a conversation about it. So, in my opinion, I've always said that a relationship, anyone that I've ever been in, I've never had a conversation. It kind of just starts morphing into one. You know when you win one, but when you dealing with somebody who you don't know like that, then maybe that conversation needs to happen. But I've
It's,
never had a conversation like, "Will you be my girlfriend?" Like I'm not going to do that. But
I,
I have a good enough judge of character to know when when okay, Vic, you got to start turning this shit. What you got going on over here has got to stop because you need to be over here.
Yeah. But I just want to say this on a personal thing. I was very pleasantly surprised of a recent conversation that I had with a young lady that was younger than me, not, pretty much younger than me. And the
She was
initiation that
she
she was
was younger
just
than you.
younger than me,
Okay.
much younger than me. And I got so much respect from her because I haven't even had these kind of conversations with women my age. Not to say that's not. I'm just telling you, straightforward. What is your definition of a friendship? What is the definition of a friend? What's the definition of a friend? So I broke it down. Friend, this is a friend. Friend with benefits. This is what a friend with benefits. This is what it is if it's a relationship. But the point is what you just said, Victor, is a conversation about that. We talk about that, having a conversation about so many different things on this program. But so many people don't do that. They think conversating is just talking about the weather and the day and the movie and the dinner, like you just saying, but really laying it out. What do you expect? And to see this younger young lady say those and have that look me in my eyes with no smile, no breaking. What are you looking for? What is this? What are you looking for to be reciprocal? I was like, yo, that's a mature individual, and that's how you handle things. Put that thing out in the beginning. Put that out where you going. Don't wait 3 months, 6 months, a year, and then all of a sudden, like you said, you kissing in the mouth, you doing this. One person thinking one thing. I'm assuming because we've been intimate and going to the movies and this that we exclusive, but you're not exclusive because the other person ain't think that. So I agree with you, Victor, but
Well,
I just don't see it happening as much as it should. Not saying it doesn't. I just don't see it, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that with somebody that was younger.
and those conversations, what you said when she broke it down was what, um, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to give somebody a choice on how they're going to interact with me. I want to have, I want it to happen pretty much naturally.
I
I don't want to
understand.
start off and say, well, let's just be friends to start with. We ain't fucking for 90 days or we ain't doing this for 20 days. To me, that is already putting stipulations on what we can and can't do. So, in my opinion, I'd rather let shit flow. And if it flows quick, then it flows quick. And if it don't work out, hey, I'm cool with that too. Might be a little hurt, a little upset, but I'm gonna keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? But to come out and to start with that, I would pass. That would be a hard pass for me because for you to outline on how we're going to deal with each other or outline on how you view what we could be doing, I don't want to. I don't want to
Well,
do that.
the reason why I say that, I see what you're saying, and I could agree with if you come together and it's open like that. But sometimes there's one like me say, I'm not ready for a relationship. So when I put that down and I say, yo, I'm not ready for a serious commitment, I'm already drawing my lines. So if I draw my lines and say, if I'm not looking for a serious commitment, I'm want to, we can go out to eat and this, that, and the other, then that person has a right to ask me, what am I looking for? If you're not looking for that, then what is your definition of a friend? That's what I'm saying. I started off by saying X, Y, and Z. I do understand if you're open to you're meeting somebody and you're open with it, then yeah, I don't think that you put those boundaries out there. But if you already set those boundaries, there's people that just got out of a relationship. There's people that are saying, I'm going to school and I don't want to cloud what I'm doing in my schooling to be in a relationship. Those are boundaries that that an individual is setting that they should put on the table that the other person should know. I think that's respectful.
Let me tell you something. I ain't feeding my friends. I'm feeding the coochie. So if you see me out at the damn restaurant with somebody, I'm feeding the coochie. I ain't feeding my friends. Them motherfuckers can eat on their own. If you sit here and tell me, well, I'm not saying I'm always looking for a relationship, because I'm not. But if you sitting here telling me, well, I don't really, kind of, I don't know, I just want to be friends, feed your motherfucking self.
What?
Guy
This is
Veronica.
my
What?
money.
I mean, what's wrong with that though? If somebody just want to
This is
go
my
out to
money.
eat,
I'm feeding the coochie. I'm not feeding you to go fuck on somebody else. It ain't happening.
so you telling me that you would not just go out with a young lady just not
Nope.
expecting anything?
Nope. Hell no. Because you wasting my time. I could be on YouTube looking up how to iron a shirt better or something. Why are we even going out to eat?
Because
No.
and see, this is a different lifestyle because I again I
Right.
understand I understand
Gotcha.
Victor, and again that's Victor's way. With me, I don't operate that way because let's just say in the earlier days, when I had female friends that I didn't mind going out because I had the friends that or the people that if I was intimate or whatever. So I enjoyed a plethora of different relationships. And see, that's the whole thing. If you can be honest and say, look, I got friends, and then I got friends I go out with that we are just with benefits or whatever you want to call it. Again, that's you, Victor, and I'm not even trying to change you, but I never operated like that. I had female friends that I'm friends with to today and never, ever, ever crossed that line. And I think it was healthy to be friends with them. And I'm friends with
Right.
their husbands and stuff like that. I'm cool with that. But I've also went out with women that I was intimate with. And then I didn't get in a relationship with. It's just how you roll. I
And
just
it's
think you be
control.
transparent. It's control. Damn right. If I take a friend out to go out to eat, I don't have to get in her drawers all the time. But Victor said I ain't wasting my money on that. I can't knock him on that. But I'm just different. I learned this motto. You can't sleep with every woman you know. And I believe that motto. Some men try it. I think they're
Right.
dogs that do that because every woman that you meet ain't gonna sleep with you.
That's the truth.
So
See, and I'll tell you this, that's what some guys get their feelings hurt. They'll say, well, a woman will say, I just want to go out and I want to be friends. And we had this conversation. And the dude be like, okay, cool. We can go out to eat. And she ordered $100 steak or some shit. And she got some stuff to take back home. And she have drinks. And I done drove. Motherfucker, you gonna walk. Because I'm not going to put myself in a situation. Listen, I don't put myself in situations where I'm forced to either for you to say, I ain't want to talk to this dude no more because he said something crazy. I'm not even going to put myself in that situation. What's up? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? I got somebody. Cool. It was nice talking to you. I'm going to just keep it like that, and I'm going to keep it pushing. But if you sit here telling me, well, I like you too, let's go out to eat, and you don't say nothing, then I go into it feeding you. See, some of y'all talk too damn much. So but that's a good thing, because when we sitting at this dinner table and you sitting here and you telling me this, you telling me that, and it is what it is, you might get a free meal, you might get a second one, I don't know. But all I'm saying is I don't feed my friends. I don't. That's just something I don't do. We can't be female friends and we out at this nice restaurant. I got on a good shirt that I can't wear for 2-3 months. I done messed up outfit because you want to be out, and then you gonna tell me at the end of the night, well, I got a man, so I just wanted to clear my head. You go clear your head when you walk your ass home.
But see, that's different, Vic. And I hear what you're saying, but you looking at it like you being played. And if I've had female friends that we've went out, some went Dutch, some has treated me. Some have treated me. You understand? And every time you go out to eat, you ain't got to go to the most expensive restaurant, bro. You control the narrative. If y'all are friends, then you know what and what you're not gonna do.
Bro, what I'll tell you this. Mm-hmm. Very, very rarely have I picked a restaurant going on a date. It's like I try to put the ball. All right, what do you like? You pick some place, we go for your comfort. Now, if you say, well, come pick me up, I'm already like, okay, cool. This is a date. But if we meet now, I might be like, well, it is what it is. It's how you approach the situation. Now, if we sitting here and we rapping and we talking on the phone, what's that?
No, go ahead, Victor. I'm sorry.
If we sitting here rapping and on the phone or whatever, and I ain't getting the vibe, I'ma just slowly, politely back off, and I'm ghost. But I don't have time, like, bro, I really don't have time or the energy or money to waste on somebody on a dead mission. I'm not gonna persuade you to do a damn thing you don't want to do. I'm not gonna do that.
I like you for that.
I'm not gonna proposition you for it. I like that. Like I said, I want it to organically happen. But if you start off with these walls and these boundaries, I'm not even gonna try to climb that wall. I'm gonna just turn around and go find me somebody with no walls.
Right. Well, we don't want to talk about that. You know what Pastor said about them no walls, right? Woo! But anyway, Victor, again, I think that's transparency, and that's why I said I've through wisdom not debating you on this, because that's what I always said on this show. Be transparent. You're telling people up front what it is and what it ain't with you. Take it or leave it. That's it. I can't argue with that. I'm different, but that's who you are. And I'm not going to try to get you to see it my way, because that's your way. And I respect that. And you not playing games with people, you being transparent. And, some guys ain't going to waste their time. I know, I agree with you on some people just ain't going to waste their time. It is what it is.
Well, let me get to some of these comments. Michelle, and then we get the Tony comment.
I want to find out why your son was bothering you. I know why he was bothering you.
Trying to be funny.
He's trying to hand you a shirt.
That too.
I knew that.
Please pull that shirt up. Thank you.
Nah, that's you good. You good.
So Michelle says some people say they don't want a relationship but act differently. That sends mixed signals.
Correct.
That's true.
Wait a minute. There's a difference between a relationship and companionship now. Some people just want to lay in the bed, hugging or whatever, watching movies. They might touch a little bit. They might even, slide the drawers to the side. That don't mean we in a relationship. That don't mean
she said act like. She didn't say in the relationship. She said it sends mixed signals. And
it does, Michelle. It does send mixed signals. That's why it's presented. That's why I said it needs to be presented or asked what it is, because it can send mixed signals, and
but I feel
you need to know.
I guess, Michelle, they feel like if they tell you that, then you take it as such. It's not sending mixed signals.
It's not mixed signals, because if I'm telling you, see, she put relationship. Every relationship is not monogamous. I don't agree with it, but understand that some people really don't want to be monogamous. So if I have a relationship with you and we doing all, this stuff, you might think it's a relationship, but I'm looking at it as we just casually doing what we do. So there may be a conversation that needs to be had. Like I said, I don't operate like that, but I know people that do.
And Victor and Veronica, I just use myself as an example. And recent, same thing. I told a person what it was, but they pushed and I didn't turn it down. So I guess I'm sending mixed signals. You understand, Victor? No, I know why he's laughing, because he know what I'm talking about. And maybe I'm the one that sent mixed signals, even though I said this is not what I want. But then eventually I had to put my foot down. And then when there was something that created for me to put my foot down, I put my foot down, because I try not to play with people's feelings. And I knew at the end of the day that it was going to cause a problem. And it did cause a problem. So your words, actions are stronger than words. So you may have a conversation, but what are your actions? So that's why I said, Michelle, you are 110% correct that it causes mixed signals. You gotta not only say what you mean, your action got to also show that at the end of the day. But people know what they're doing when they get around people. You know, oh, I want to keep it on the friends, and next thing y'all are smashing because that's that tension. You ain't gonna punk nobody. We ain't. I mean, some of us ain't virgins. So you ain't gonna punk nobody, push them into a corner,
You
and
don't
then they
think
turn
friends
it
can have
down.
sex?
Huh?
Friends can have sex.
Damn right they can.
It's just sex.
That's what, but some people look beyond it because they want more. And a lot of people remember a lot more women, not all women, because women can do the same thing we do, is not be emotionally attached. More women say for them to have sex, they have to be something emotionally drawn, attractive, or whatever. For us men, we can hit it and keep it moving,
But
and
see,
and not be attractive and not caught up into the emotion.
but bro, women say that publicly. Privately, don't think that they ain't got to spend the night bag in the back of that little punk ass Altima, and they running around here on
That's
a
true.
Thursday night getting their boots smoked off, coming into work feeling good on a damn Friday. We all know women say shit
Mm-hmm.
publicly, but to turn around, I ain't gonna.
I've
I'm
been
in
there.
that thought right there, but
I've been there.
I'm telling you,
I agree.
bruh, to me, they more sexually aggressive than, well, I ain't never slept with no man, but I feel like y'all are really sexually a lot more aggressive the older you get.
And they're the
Versus,
drivers. And they're the drivers because if you say no, we can't avoid. We don't supposed to abuse or rape or whatever. But y'all are the drivers. Y'all know what y'all doing. And that's another thing. No, 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 no. But you really, yeah. Like you just said, they got the damn bag in the back of the car.
I'm
But they're
Because
asking
talking
you,
other
bro.
things.
some of us we don't want to make the first move. Like we don't want to be
Shit,
like, can we have
that's a damn. I don't know what you talking about, but when a woman hit
some of us
35,
want
motherfuckers is raping niggas out here.
some of us some of us want you all to be the one to say, hey, you want to do this? You want to do that?
Got it. I understand that. But a
But
lot
you,
of women
I'm
is
just
not
saying.
waiting for that. I
Yeah,
got
I
you.
mean, and a lot of women will come out and let a man know, hey, I want to sleep with you. A lot of women, but not me.
that's true.
Yeah.
But
And
see,
remember what I said, I really just and hold your question. And what I said that my motto is every woman I know I can't sleep with. That don't mean you don't want to. It's just that you know that that's just not gonna happen. Go ahead. What's your question, bro?
have you ever told a woman have a propositioned you, or y'all was in the heat of the moment, and you ever told her, nah, I don't want to do this?
You asking for Tina? Who you asking?
Yeah, have you
Yes,
ever
for me.
told a woman no?
Oh,
I've tried to tell them no, but it's hard to turn down.
But have you ever actively ever told a woman no?
One time.
All right. Did y'all still do it?
No, because I wasn't attracted to her, so it didn't work. It didn't.
So
This
how did
is
she perceive you moving forward after you told her no?
as a friend.
So there was no repercussion. She ain't talk shit. None of that.
Nah, I mean it dropped off. Well, I mean, we spoke and this, that, and other, but it wasn't the interaction that we had like in the beginning and led up to that point. Yeah, it dropped off.
So I'm gonna put this out there, and these aggressive ass lionesses in this comment section, they ain't gonna agree with me, but they know I'm true. When a man tell a woman no, y'all turn into a completely different person. Oh wow, what's wrong with you? Your little bird won't get hard, or this, that, and the other, or y'all, all these fucking insults come out. But if a man is pursuing a woman and she tell him no, it stops. It stops. Anything other than that is rape. But some of
Mhm.
y'all pulling boxer shorts down and tapping and all that, like, treat us how you want to be treated.
I have never pulled down boxer shorts.
That's a damn lie.
Victor, I mean, I got to give Victor Bell on that because he's right. He's right there. And Cheryl, what the heck are you talking about? Shit, what the hell are you talking about? But I mean, I agree with you, Victor. It's if a man says no, it's all kind of daggers that's thrown at him, and if a woman says no, it stops. It's supposed to stop. That's it.
Now, are you
And
talking about saying no in the house with someone? Are you talking about like if a female approach you and you say no,
we
I'm
talking
not
about in the
interested
house, in the house, in the
in the
house. We
house?
talking about in the house. And I
I
had
don't know
this
if
young
Victor
lady.
talking about in the house. Are you talking about in the house, Victor?
I'm talking
Yeah.
about we bought somebody
About to go.
the woman wants to have sex and the man
Right.
say no.
Right. Yeah. And
Somebody
then
that you're involved with, and just at that time you don't want it.
no, that you involved with, but you trying to get there.
You
You see what I'm
you doing
saying?
this. It was a straightforward.
Listen,
Yeah.
I just want you to explain because I'm confused, just like some people out here may be
They
confused as
ain't
well.
confused.
Yeah. But see, what Victor said is
That
this
could have went two
happened.
ways.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, Victor. Young lady talked all this on the phone. All this. This is the phone days, right? And she comes over to the house. She gets comfortable and says, "Oh, I don't want to do nothing." I swear on my life, I told her, "Get dressed." She said, "Are you serious?" Get dressed. I didn't disrespectful. Get dressed. Took her ass home. Took her home. You ain't gonna do all this. Then you get there and then you fess up. You playing with me. You ain't playing with me. You play with them other guys that you want to tease. You ain't playing with me. But I ain't gonna be disrespectful. I ain't gonna be disrespectful. I'm not crossing that line. Get your ass dressed. I walked her to the door later. You
Wait,
talked all this.
how far did this go though? Did you
It,
take your
she
boxers off
talked
or what?
she talked all this game. What she gonna do and this that and other. She finally get over to the house. She comes down, she's on her shirt and her panties. And she was like, "Oh, I don't want to do nothing." I said, "But you talked all that." "Oh, yeah, but I don't want to do nothing." You on your cycle?" "No, just don't want to do nothing." "All right,
Well, maybe
cool.
it was
Get
something
dressed."
that
It was cool. No problem. We ain't playing chess. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When you in those days like that, it's put up or shut up. And she ain't put up. Get dressed. I walked her home. Walked to the door. Wasn't disrespectful. That was it. Never again.
so why
Oh,
you
she would
just
have been
couldn't
all kind
have
of motherfuckers here.
All right, it was cool. It was cool.
You come downstairs in your t-shirt, your panties. That means
that
you
means I want
got
to be
access.
comfortable and I want to watch TV and cuddle with you. That doesn't
Not
mean that
when
I
you
want
talking on the
You don't
phone.
go outside.
What I'm a lay on you and do this and do that. See, she was a tease, and there's some women that are tease like that. And when you run into them, you know them, and those are you know what, gold diggers. And when you run into a gold digger, if you a sucker, they'll drain your ass dry. But if you stand up and confront a gold digger and be like, "Oh, girl, you talk that. You ain't sucking me dry. You ain't
maybe.
getting a nickel out of me because you talk this good game." See, when you shut that down, then you don't look.
Well, see,
You play that with some other weak-minded fool.
it's
You ain't
not
doing that to me.
it's not playing because maybe on the phone I was getting you hyped up about it, about me coming over. Once I got over there and I put my t-shirt and my panties on, maybe I just wanted to chill with you for a second, have a long, watch a movie, drink a little, and then maybe we could have got to that point. But because you were so ready to get the panties, you didn't even give me time to
You
even
came
like
in the
do what
panties.
I needed to do
Came in the
before
panties.
you bust a move on me.
You
So now
came
you
out of
want
your
Right,
pants. You
wait
came
a
out.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. So now you're gonna get mad at me and want to take me home like you the
Yeah,
freaking
took off.
Uber or something. You could have waited.
There was no
Hey,
Uber back then. There was
I'm
no
gonna
Uber.
call.
And
I'm
her
gonna call
sister
my
said to
cousin.
me, because me and her sister were more friends than her, she said, "Yeah,
Right,
my
it's how
sister's like that." So she wind up, her sister even said, "Yo, my sister plays games like that." She's like,
Hey,
"I'm glad that you did that because maybe that'll teach her a lesson."
listen. I'm gonna call my cousin. She gonna come over here and beat your ass. That's all that's gonna happen. You gonna play with me?
thank
Man,
you,
I'm
Tom.
41 years old. You gonna come down here in your t-shirt and your panties on? I wish that. Hey, where you at? Come over here and show this. Man, hell no. You don't do no shit like
Well,
that. Not no grown man.
well,
You
maybe
sitting
when she
here and
got
you
there,
done, huh?
She noticed the boxers.
Oh, Tony and my boy Tony came
Hey,
on. But Tony, you
what I'm
didn't hear what
saying
I
is,
And
said. I
change
you
got
her
on
to.
the phone.
mind.
You on the phone. You like you said, you talking all this shit on the phone. So when you come up here, you presenting the goods. You got t-shirt. Basically, you saying, here's the meal. So now I'm trying to come over here and partake in it, and you telling me no, man. Please.
I'm telling you no until I get ready. I wasn't
Oh,
ready
okay.
yet.
Well, be ready outside.
She got ready at home. Took her home, and it was cool. Took her home, and we talked on the way home. I said what I had to say. I was cool. It was cool because I knew some women like that, and I knew the game that they. This I hate to say the game. Like me and my cousin was talking today. The game doesn't change. The players do. And at the end of the day, I knew the game, and the game that she tried on me, I wasn't falling for it. That's all to it. That's it. Ain't no big story. I ain't calling no bees. I'm not going to do
Uh,
that now. It's just that I
maybe
understood it. I peeped it, and I took her home. No disrespect. We talked
maybe
when I
y'all
walked her
should
home.
slow down things and stop rushing when someone
Maybe
come
you
over
should
to you.
find another sucker to play with.
Thank you.
When
So
someone
that.
come when
Thank you.
someone come over to your place, just relax. Don't be so, as Tony said, don't be so thirsty. Like calm down.
Tony's the worst.
Calm,
Tony's
calm
the
down.
worst person. Tony, you know this. Don't let me out your
Right,
ass, bro.
Tasha.
They came to our house. You know what it was, Tony. If they
Hold up.
came to our house, what it
Let's
was, bro.
stay on subject.
Oh,
Stay
okay.
on
But it
subject.
is subject. He knows
Well
the game.
we
He didn't
well
play that game neither. He
we
didn't
have
play
some
that game neither.
we have some good
Yeah, let's
um
get to the comments.
we have some good comments coming through because it's like most of the people are agreeing with me. Okay.
Bullshit.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Um, let me see. Maybe like Katasha said, maybe the mood wasn't right. Okay. Um, Tony said that's called being thirsty, Veronica. You right, V. Thank you, Tony. And that's coming from a male.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let
Tony
me
full of
okay.
Don't Tony, you full of I don't
Alicia.
curse on the show. Tony, you full of shit. You know how it roll. You know the game, bro. So don't even
Alicia
talk
says,
about it.
no, you got over there and he wasn't working with nothing, and that's why she didn't fall through. Okay.
So Alicia, that's what I'm saying. See,
She's not
I
talking about you, but she just
uh,
saying in general. Okay.
yeah, but see, it's no. So my question is, I won't even take it personal. Fine, I got that. Why isn't it never when a female can say, you know what, a female is playing games? Why do y'all females always got to have a female back? Where it could be times when a female is playing games. See, that's why it just shows that there's this Mars and Venus
No,
between us men and women.
it's not that. It's just I'm saying, and speaking from the woman's side of it, I'm just saying you could have given her time. Maybe she just wanted to come down and be a little sexy with her t-shirt and her panties on,
Her
But
shit
and
not
wasn't
she
that.
after
just
you talked it. You
excuse me,
talked it up.
wait a minute. And it doesn't matter what I said on the phone before I got to your place. Okay. Yeah, I talked on the phone. I hyped you up because you was getting ready to get all this good. I wanted to hype you up first. Okay. When I got there, I wanted to get comfortable. I wanted to put my t-shirt on, my panties, and I wanted to come down and I wanted to just chill with you. Well, I'm talking like I'm from New York.
That's bullshit.
But
So I'm gonna tell
anywho,
you something.
I
She
wanted to
talking
Thank
get
you.
about. She
I
talking about.
wanted to get comfortable with you, okay? I wanted to cuddle with you, and then maybe things would have fell into place. But
Ask Tony.
you
Wait,
wanted
wait,
to
wait.
take me home so quick, though.
Ask
Whatever.
Tony about cuddling. Tony woke me up 6 in the
Don't tell
morning
Tony
because
business.
wait, no. Well, Tony, he'll tell his own business because we tell these stories about somebody want to cuddle and they send a message. Tony, tell that story, bro. A female sends that message and then we get there and all she wants to do is cuddle. Tony wakes me up 6 in the morning. Let's go. So don't tell me that y'all talking out the side of your neck.
So
I'm
I'm gonna
just
say
saying,
this,
it's
y'all.
not talking out your neck. It's the truth. Sometimes you can't rush things. Oh, Victor, don't even play because you and Fatine just took over the show tonight. I'm finally having something to say. Well,
Go
go
ahead and
ahead.
say what you got to say.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna say this. Y'all women sit here talking about he might not have had something to work with, the battery joke. But what about y'all women with them gaping ass holes? Huh?
See, why you gotta go
Take your
there though?
drawers off. It look like a whole Venus.
Focus.
Let's talk about that now. You come down there and I sit there and holler and 3 people walk out your damn coochie. Huh? You want to sit
Well,
here and talk about something that, it is what it is. All
see,
y'all ain't as
why you gotta
tight
go
as
there
you
though?
think you is.
Why we can't focus on the subject at B? Why are you
because
making this
it was put in the comments that, well, maybe the guy ain't working with
the
this.
guy?
Why? So what's
So
wrong
why
with
y'all
the
gotta
feet?
twist it and talk
But
about the
we ain't
female?
got to twist it. I'm just telling you.
You put the
I'm
comment
telling
up.
you my story, and then people are trying to again. You can't turn around the facts and what it was. And I'm telling you that you can't play with people. This girl played with. She understood what she did. She didn't bitch and moan. Oh, why I gotta? She put up. We talked going home. I just told her I'm not the one to play with. She didn't bitch him on. We didn't curse her, this, that, and other. We were cool, but we didn't
But you
we didn't
took me
revisit that.
home though.
Damn right I took her home
You
because
took
she
me
did,
home.
because she
I
talked
wasn't
about
ready.
what she was gonna do when she got over there. And when she got over there, the whole script changed.
Okay,
And
I
I
wasn't
was
ready.
like,
I wasn't ready.
and that's cool. And I didn't bitch and moan. I didn't call her out her name.
So why you just
Took her
didn't give me
home.
time to
I
get
took her
ready?
home.
You better put that shit in the
Stage
microwave
left.
before you come to my house.
Stage
I know
left.
that.
Yeah, I found something else to do.
I wasn't ready. So you was ready for me to just give up
I
the
found
good as
something
soon
else
as
to
I
do.
stepped in the door?
Fatine don't look back then. Fatine ain't look. Took her home. I got other things I can do that I want to get into. I'm not gonna sit up there all night like this. I got other things, and I got other people I can see. I ain't obligated to her.
Fatine in 2023, would you still take a female home if she was talking all that on the phone and she come over to your place?
Would
Would
I
you take
take
her
her?
home? Or would you
Possibly.
take time to figure out what's going on and you cuddle with
Nah,
her?
you know what is going on. We grown. We
But why we
grown. We
just
know
can't
what's
have a
going on.
conversation? Why we just can't sit down, watch TV or whatever, and then let things take course?
What do you mean with the conversation? Explain what you mean. If the girl is having a conversation and she comes over, I just had company. Nobody's jumping nobody bones because we know where those lines are. But if you on the phone talking this and then you come over, then it is what it's supposed to be.
Okay, well, let me talk this, and then when I get there and when I'm ready,
Okay.
then we can make things
ready?
happen.
You know when you
Outside the door, on the other side of the door. Damn right. Y'all play with men. Y'all play with the wrong man. I'm telling y'all. Stop that. Stop
That's not
playing
saying
games.
that she wasn't going to give it up. She just needed some time. But you were so ready to take her home. Like, what was the conversation?
I just took her home. I just took her home because she said when she got all comfortable and you just don't talk. You don't sit there. You know how. Look, come on, we grown.
Well,
you know
maybe
how
if
that
you would have
rolls.
felt
She
her
was
a
like,
little bit, maybe you'd have felt her leg or touch a knee or something.
that ain't what she
maybe
said. She was
have.
like, nah, I don't want to do
You just
anything.
can't sit there and expect
said,
for her to be ready.
Let's read the comments.
Here's one right here. Should have gave her some foreplay.
She didn't want no foreplay. She said she didn't want to do. When a woman says she don't want to do nothing, you don't force yourself on her. She said she didn't want to do anything. It's not about foreplay. Ain't nobody. I ain't no little boy. All right, so ain't nobody was just jumping on her. Let's be real. I don't come from that school, so I know about foreplay and this, that, and the other. She said she didn't want to do anything.
But you were so ready to take her home, though. You were so
ready. Damn right, because she said she didn't want to do anything. That's okay. No. That's N-O, no. I'm cool. Ain't nothing else to talk about. I don't want to sit there and watch TV with you now.
Then y'all should have played some spades or something.
I didn't want to play no spades with her. Spades, you done lost your damn mind.
Put Tasha comment back up there.
Go ahead, Victor.
Everybody don't get that. See, that's the thing that y'all need to realize. Everybody don't get foreplay. Y'all think, oh, warm me up. Motherfucker, we ain't here for that. You talk all that shit on the phone. You should have warmed yourself up. When you come in the door after if you have a sexually explicit conversation, I'm talking about sexually explicit, and then you come to my house talking about you want to watch Bambi or some shit like that, hell no. We gonna make some babies. And that's the thing. Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
And Victor's right, because I've had other females that call. I had a friend that worked, and she had to get home, and she said, "Yo, you home? You available?" She came over. It was taken care of. Everybody's happy. Walking to the train, go home. We know what it is. We grown. Don't play with people. So this, I'm just giving you one. This only happened one time when I took this girl home, because she was a tease. She was a gold digger. But there's other people that when you communicating what it is, we grown. We're not playing games. When you know what it is and you call and say what it is, it's usually that.
Mm-hmm. So Tracy says, y'all men sound entitled to sex.
And y'all are too. Y'all feel like y'all entitled to our wallets. We feel like we're entitled to some cookies.
Really?
I mean, hey, I want a man to take care of me. Take care of your damn self.
And we can do that. And we are doing that, sir.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah. Thank you, Shanetta. Veronica's the only one making sense tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Cool.
Tim says, why do it have to be the guy fault and not the female just on BS?
Thank you, Tim. Thank you for being honest.
Yeah, because that's because at the end of the day, your women gonna feel like, oh, it's always the man's fault. See, that's again, it's just frustrating, because that's why we can't get anywhere, because of the BS. But it's cool, because that's why we got social media with so much dysfunction. That's why we have so many relationships and dysfunction, because we're all on a different planet. That's all.
Well, let's see what Audra's saying. If the chick comes out with t-shirt and panties, but don't want to do anything, she's playing games. Keep your clothes on, and as the mood progresses, he will take your clothes off. That half-dressed scene is again sending mixed signals.
And it's not because she agreed with me. That's just logical, common sense. What she just said.
Some men don't care if you get relaxed around them without them thinking something. So that all depends on that man.
You know what kind of men them is? Them alphabet boys.
No, it's not.
Shit.
No, it is not. No, it is not. No, it is not.
Them alphabet boys don't care if a woman get comfortable around. I'm gonna tell you something. You come around me and you take your socks off, it could go down. It could go down. You got to be careful. You got to be careful.
Yeah, and I don't want to just say it's the alphabet boys, and I'm giving Tony liberty tonight. I'm giving my boy Tony liberty on what I say. He don't have to agree with me. I'm giving him liberty. I've had females that been around me that could walk around in their t-shirt and panties on because we were cool like that, and that's what it was, and it was nothing else. That's what it was. That's what it was, and that's how it was, and I was cool with that. They were cool with that. I've been around other females in t-shirt and panties, and we ain't there.
See, you had on the bra? See,
t-shirt and panties on. Bra, no bra. I just didn't.
And he did make a move.
Didn't make a move because that's what it was. We knew what it was, bro. I'm just trying to tell you, and I'm single at the time, but I had whatever I'm going to do with whoever I'm going to do with it. I had though. That's that lane. I had friends that you had different lanes, and Tony knows this, that there were certain females that we just didn't cross that line because we were cool like that. And I was fine with that. They wasn't teasing me up all on me. But if they came to my house and if they stayed over the night and they slept in their panties and t-shirt, that's how it rolled.
Let me say this, and I mean this, and I'm gonna stand by this, and you can take this shit to the bank. I don't want to be cool with no female.
Got it. I understand.
That she thinks that it is cool for her to walk around me with some t-shirt and some panties on. And I don't want you to think that it's just okay to just do that. Because it's not.
I think if I come over to your house, I feel like I can get comfortable.
Oh shit. Hell no. Your ass gonna get a charge. Sexual misconduct charge. You don't do no. Fuck no. I don't have no friends like that. No.
So you telling me if I needed a place to stay, Victor, and you was like, well, Veronica, you can stay here a few days, I don't mind. Sure. So I want to be comfortable where I'm at. So I'm gonna throw I'm gonna throw a t-shirt on and I'm gonna walk downstairs and I'm gonna get me
No,
something out the refrigerator and
no,
I'm gonna go back.
no, fuck no, no. It's not cool. No, I won't allow that. We had a whole show about a woman doing some shit like this, and the lady said something about, "Hey,
I would
I don't like you doing this shit, and you all up in my kids' business. Nah, you're not walking. Nah, hell no. I'm grown. I'm grown.
well, all seriousness, for one, I wouldn't even ask to stay with you.
You couldn't. Man, Lord, no. Fuck no, no.
I mean, I'm just saying. But I know that you would open your door to me if I really needed a place to stay.
I'm
But
gonna have to tell
and
you this.
and
Don't
let's
hurt.
just say that it does happen and you open your door for me to come in. I would not even think about putting on a t-shirt. Like I'll probably walk around with jeans. Even if it's bedtime, I'll probably have on jeans and a
Trust.
sweater. It's
I think
It'll
it
90
never
comes.
degrees.
happen.
I
I'm
think it's.
telling you.
I think.
You
I think it.
will. You can't even blank here too long. I'm like, hey, hey.
Yeah, I think it comes down to respect. I think you respect somebody's private space, and I think we talked about that on the show. At the end of the day, but if Veronica had on like shorts and a long nightie, and at the end of the day, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. I have a spare room, got a separate bathroom,
Hell
so
no, I
I
wouldn't
don't.
even trust coming over to your place.
Well, I'm not, but I'm not in that. That's not where we at.
I just
So
play.
that's what I'm saying. So we're not in that space. So I don't have that problem. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I'm saying a lot of women. Let's seriously. A lot of women want to say men are dogs, like they don't have control. That's why I'm trying to give examples
Yeah.
that every man is not a dog. Every man is not jumping a woman because they are staying over at their house or they coming over and watching television and playing cards because y'all are not in that lane, and there are people that do that. That's why I can't. I have to keep emphasizing that, and I do that because y'all want to call every man a dog, and men are dogs, but all men are not dogs. We respect women and we respect their word, and every woman we're not sleeping with that are friends with us. And that's the reality. And that's why I use myself as an example, because every man is just not a dog.
Okay. That's true though. Let me see. Jacqueline. I don't know if Jacqueline was responding. No, to another comment. Now, I understand both, but I'm a woman too. Maybe something changed the mood for real. Um, Tasha says men stick together in their lives. That's the truth. Uh,
And women don't.
we don't lie.
Yep, that's right. Y'all don't lie.
We just fib a little sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You just told a
Just
lie
like
right now.
y'all don't fart, y'all poop, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Tyrone says sometimes they can't turn it on like we can. They need to be warmed up. Exactly.
Let me
We
tell you
need some
something.
help here.
You warm up a car. You warm up food. I ain't
The
warming
girl
no
didn't
punk ass
need
up.
the girl that this ain't a sex 101 class comment. This was about a young lady that talked the game, talked the talk. I've been there before. She came over and said, I talked all that, but I don't want to do anything. She was not about warming up. You act like we don't know what we're doing.
Do y'all?
Everybody's different. What works for one might not work for the other.
Exactly.
But she shut the door. She talking about warming up, but she shut the door in order for me to even try to warm it up.
She left the key downstairs and to start the car. She didn't want to do anything, and it was cool because she just talked the talk. She didn't think that I guess she didn't think I was going to put because I talked the talk back with her on the phone. So I guess when it was time to put up, I guess she felt like, oh shit, yo, maybe I talked too much because I didn't mince my words. But she backed up off her words. So she backed up off her words. That's fine. She said no. She didn't say no because she said, look, I talk, she talked herself into something
She played
that
with
she
you.
maybe really didn't want to do or whatever it may be. That was it. She didn't say, oh, I'm not in the mood. She never said that. She just said, she basically put herself in a situation that maybe she just didn't need to be in. That's all to it.
Male or female, a person knows if they have intentions on sleeping with a person or not before they even link up.
That's true, Sydney.
That's true.
It's
But
true.
Yeah, that's true.
I say this. I steer away from them conversations. Don't tell me what you can do or what we
I
gonna do.
agree.
I don't. Me personally, I don't even like talking like that.
I
Right.
agree. I agree.
That's you set yourself up to me
I
for,
agree.
for failure.
I agree. And Victor, after I was 25 at that time, 28, I had a conversation at my job, JP Morgan Chase. JP Morgan was in Chase at the time. And it was some older women that were like 35. And they sat down and had a conversation with me. And they told me some things about do's and don'ts and conversations, this, that, and other. And I learned from that. I learned from that. And I learned from women that were more seasoned. And I just gave you all just an example of something that happened. But you're right, Victor. You don't sit up there and have those conversations. I didn't get through those conversations no more in my life because you don't sit up with a woman and talk about what you're going to do sexually, this, that, and the other. If you understand, you don't need to do that. If it's going to go there, you know what you're doing. You don't talk it, you do it. And that's all to it. So at 25 versus getting older and wiser, I agree. You don't talk that.
You want to warm a woman up? Tell her, hey baby, bring your light bill over here when you come over here. That motherfucker will sprint over there. Look at you. Look, got your attention right there. Bring your car note over here.
Because
She gonna
first
come
of,
over there naked.
you know
We
what?
all know the key to a woman's heart is to pay one of them motherfucking bills. Because as a man is only valued for what he can do for her. Because I'm gonna give you an example, bro. And I was gonna kind of word this a different way, but I'm gonna ask you this: if you give a woman $4,000 and tell her, baby, buy what you want, buy anything you want, spend the whole 4,000, and they gonna sit here and lie. Most of them motherfuckers ain't gonna buy nothing for that man that gave them that $4,000. They gonna spend that entire four on their damn self. Now Veronica about to sit here and tell a lie, but most of them gonna sit here and take that 4,000 and spend it on themselves.
I'm definitely going to pay whatever it is I'm supposed to pay with that money.
If I say spend 4,000 on yourself, here, go shopping. Here, 4,000. Here.
Okay, you
Yeah.
give me 4,000. And you know what? I'm glad you said that because I wanted to get to. Audra made a comment up somewhere about she don't know where y'all finding these females from. I saw that somewhere.
I mean,
But
this
she
is
was
years
saying,
ago. This is years ago. I was just using
no,
an
no, no,
example.
no, no, not about that.
Oh, okay.
She's talking about when it comes to paying bills or whatever, because she was saying that we can pay our own. Um, Victor,
Bill.
do
So
y'all see that on your end?
yeah, find out. I just want to say one thing real
Oh,
quick.
here
So
it goes.
okay, I just want to say
She
one
said,
thing quick. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I am curious though, where you guys find these women. Me and my circle of girls make our own money and aren't looking to be taken care of. And then Katasha says, say it louder so they can hear you. Alicia says, Audrey, exactly. I've been saying this since day one from watching the T.
That
And
sounds like a
Katasha says, me
whole
too. That is
big
the question.
crock pot seasoned with fucking lies. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't care what this man's occupation was. You wouldn't care how this man dressed. You would care and look past the dirt, the filth, and all the things that come with him if you didn't care. All women want to be comfortable. But
We, we want to be comfortable, but that's not what we're aiming for. We're not aiming for someone to take care of us. Oh, speaking for
I'm gonna
Veronica.
tell you this. You can, like I said, y'all get on this show, y'all get in these comments, and y'all say what sound good. But when y'all lead off, oh, I met this great guy. Girl, guess what he do? Not
That's
how he
who
make
asked
you
Victor.
feel.
You
Y'all
can't
lead off with what he does.
you can't say every woman feel like that.
I ain't never heard a woman say nothing some
Well,
shit like
you hearing it from me because I'm not about that. Now, what he can do for me, okay, that's all good. But I was never the type to be only looking out for what a man can do. If this man can take care of me, where he work at, how much he make. I was never that girl, ever. And until this day, I'm still that girl. That's not gonna be a question that I'm gonna ask you how much money you make.
so
So
we back on the
And you
Dollar
pay my
General question.
bills.
We back
Do what?
we back on the dollar. We so now Mr. 745 can get a date.
I'm just saying, I'm not that girl that's
Yes,
going to
yes,
be
sir.
just trying to find somebody that's going to take care of me.
Can
I
Mr.
work.
Dollar General get a date? See what I mean? See, you just said all that just to nullify it. Come on, man.
I just think that what Veronica's saying and what Victor's saying and what Audrey's saying is that let's don't deal with extreme words about that y'all women are waiting around that are doing your thing for a man to come take care of you. But what we're saying at the end of the day is that a woman should still look out for her interests. When I say her interests, not her selfish interest, but interest in the sense of building with somebody that a man, just like we as men looking for a woman that is capable of holding their own to build what we want to build together moving forward in the future. You don't want to struggle. So that makes a point what Victor was saying. I understand what Veronica's saying. You just saying you're not sitting around waiting for a man. But what Victor is saying is that there's still some criteria that you still gonna draw a line in a sense when you pick a man, because there's certain things and certain uh goals that you want in life that you'll want to build and do together at the end of the day. So I agree with with both of what you're saying. I just want to say this real quick. Tonight I'm in the grocery store in Walmart, and me and this young lady's looking at corn. She got two of her kids, and then she was like, yo, my kids are greedy. And I was like, well, my kids are grown now, and I understand. She's like, well, it's not really my kids, it's my husband. And I was like, well, us men, we could be big kids, just starting conversation. And my cousins were with me. And the next thing she said, I don't have a problem cooking for him. She said, I cook cobbler, I cook this, that, and the other yesterday for dinner. I said, that was Monday. That's not Sunday. She said, yeah. And she said, yeah, and that mortgage is always on time. I ain't got no problem taking care of my husband and my family. And that just warmed me up. I said, sister, I said, that was good to hear, because at the end of the day, sometimes you don't hear that. You understand? And I don't know her. And that was the end of the conversation. We went our different way. But she, we didn't get in depth. But it's about together, building together. There is about building
But
together, but
okay,
there's some
and
people.
we understand that building together, but we, and I'm talking about me and the ones that's in the comments that agree with me, we're not saying that we're out here looking for someone who's going to take care of us. We're not just searching for someone, to see how big his pockets, his bank account is. No.
I got a female that told me as of last week, for teen, watch it. I'm just telling you, she's here. Watch yourself, because a lot of these girls, she didn't use the word thirsty, but that's what she said. Watch yourself, because a lot of them are looking for a come up. Victor says that. Another woman said that to me that is born and raised down here. I only can go on what she said.
Yeah.
Wait, I got a question. Let's back up to this conversation. Who initiated this conversation?
About
It's
what?
About
Which
the corn.
conversation? About the corn?
Yeah.
in the grocery store.
In the grocery store?
Was it you that, or was it her?
The first thing, she mentioned the price. She mentioned the price, and I said to her, well, I'm gonna follow you, because I don't really buy this that much. That's what I said. So I'm gonna
Oh,
follow
you
you.
flirting. Go ahead.
I didn't flirt with
As
her two kids. My
You
cousins was
flirting.
right
Go
there.
ahead.
I'm not. Anyway, I said, I'm gonna follow you. So then she said, "Oh, this one is 3 so and so." So I got it in the freezer. So
Let's
I
keep going.
grabbed that
Keep
same
going.
one, that same one. And she said, and then she mentioned about, she was like about the food. She was like about the greediness there. And then I mentioned, well, my kids. And then that's when she said, well, it's not just my kids, it's my husband.
In
That's
the
what she said.
conversation, right now, you
What
should
in
have
the
said
conversation? I'm not flirting with
else.
this woman.
Nothing else should have been said. In the conversation.
She said next that I
I'd
could
have walked off.
cobbler this, that, and the other. That's what she said. And I said, that's on Monday you did that? She said, yes, because you know what? He ain't got no problem paying the bills. That mortgage is paid every month. I said, okay, sis, that's a good thing. What's wrong with that, Victor? That's you. What's wrong with that? Told her have a good evening, and that was it. I went with my cousin. She went with her kids. No problem.
See? What Katasha said?
Katasha.
I mean, that's flirting.
So talking to a woman is always flirting?
Bro, it's I'ma follow you because I don't. Man, come on with that shit, bro. That's flirting. Now, if I was on that next aisle, now you wonder why this dude going upside my head with a can of corn though. Now I don't want no corn.
It's a call, air call. Fine. Look, y'all do your way. I'm gonna be who I am. So it is what it is. I mean, I know when I'm flirting. We
Right,
know the difference of
Victor.
flirting. We know the difference of flirting. You know,
Yeah.
she's the one that you know put out more information. I didn't ask her all that, and I'm not calling her a bad person. I mean, it was encouraging to hear a woman speak up about her family, and
Okay.
I'm like, yo, that's a good thing, sis.
But here's
That's
the
a good
thing.
thing.
And then we're
Huh?
gonna end it because it's 10 o'clock. But
Oh,
here's the
man.
thing. See, y'all say we don't catch on the signs. A lot of you men don't catch on to the signs either. Because just like Patricia said, when this lady ended the conversation, the lady ended the conversation when she mentioned her husband. Because a lot of the time, like if you're trying to flirt with us or whatever, and we mention a dude, that means step back. But
I was trying to say that. I heard it. I don't understand how the conversation kept going.
And half of the time, even if we don't have a dude and we're not interested,
she went on to say about cooking and the mortgage on time. I didn't ask her that. She said that. So don't blame me. Don't come at when she said husband. She went on more. So what are you talking about?
This is a statement.
What are you talking about? But don't come at me. And she said more. She volunteered more after she said husband.
This is a statement we're saying.
Well, then don't come. Then end the period with Fatine. Don't say Fatine should have ended the conversation.
No one said Fatine. No,
Victor just said. Victor said, and I was like, she volunteered the more. Okay. I didn't ask her nothing else. She said she said I don't have a problem cooking that because the bottom line that mortgage is paid every month. Then I said something. I said, well, that's a good thing because I said that's a good thing that y'all can do that as a couple. That's great.
Okay. Well, I'm feeding off what Patricia said. Okay, going back to what Patricia said. The lady was into the conversation, okay, when she mentioned her husband. And what I'm saying is half of the time, a lot of time, most of the time, 100% of the time, when we mention a guy, we're trying to get you away from us because we want the conversation to end.
That's not true. I know I'm not going to sit here and agree that because sometimes we mention our wives to put that statement.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Me personally, if a dude is approaching me and he talking to me and I want to end the conversation, like I'm not interested. I'm gonna be like, well, yeah, I gotta do this. I gotta call, blah, 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 and see what he want. Or, I'm going to bring up a dude name. Or if you ask me, like a lot of them do, are you in a relationship? Yeah, I am. If I'm not interested,
that's different. Ain't nobody was flirting with her.
Just know that when we say a dude, if we mention someone, we're trying to get you.
It depends on the content. It depends on the content of the conversation.
You said I'm gonna follow you with the code, like.
I'm gonna follow you in the sense of the pricing because I don't buy this. I say I don't buy this. I don't. Y'all,
the prices are displayed. When I heard you say that, I was like, "What the hell? Oh, what do you mean you gonna
right? But listen. Look, again, y'all know me. If I was flirting, I'm flirting. At the end of the day, I do understand what Veronica's saying, that you can tell when a person is not interested or they throw in there. You know that at the end of the day. You understand? There's a difference when somebody throws that in there, and there's a difference. I got it. I ain't debating it tonight. It is what it is.
Wait, what Tim says, and then we're going to get off here. Tim says some people just have conversations we don't know. We don't do. You know how much arrogance it takes to think we want you because we're talking.
Thank you.
Well, no, the difference is, Tim, and I get what you're saying, but the difference is we know when someone is talking and trying to just, be nice and have a conversation, and we know someone that's trying to flirt. I know the difference.
This woman got her two kids standing there. She got her two kids standing there.
If I know that somebody is just trying to talk to me, about whatever, I stand there and I listen, But if I know a dude is trying to flirt with me and I'm not interested, I'm going to make an excuse to get
Veronica
away from you.
I'm gonna tell you this. A woman told me, who I respect, ain't no woman want no friendly ass man. Ain't no woman want no friendly ass man. That's why I'm not I don't talk to people. Hey, sir, how you doing? I keep it but no.
So Victor, that's a you know what, Veronica, just hold this for a minute. Just hold this show for a minute. Hold this for a minute. Hold this for a minute, because if Victor is right, then it just comes down to, at the end of the day, is either you and me and the female getting together, or nothing at all. It's no in between. It's no friendship. It's nothing. I don't want a friendly ass woman. It's cool. I'm not debating you, Victor. And that right there, if that's the case, and I think if I took that approach from looking at my friends, certain family members, and how they treated women, if it was like that, then I hate to say it, but I just don't know where that goes. But I understand what you're saying. And if that's your motto and you live by that, that's cool, because you draw your line and you don't flicker. It's either this or that, and it is no gray area. I got it. And I got that. And there's some men that play like that. And I told you, I don't have a problem with that. But women need to know that. Then stop playing up with men and saying, oh, that's my friend. Because if a woman don't want a friendly man, then why do you have male friends? Talk about it. Answer that, Veronica. Answer that.
Because we're friends. We have male friends. We're not on that level. They're not friendly to us. They're our male friends. Like
Victor just said, that women don't want friendly men. So forget that. There's no friends now. The woman don't want no friendly men. So if that's the case,
he's not talking about a male friend. He's saying friendly. Like you too friendly. Out in public, you too friendly. Like friendly to the point where you're being flirtatious. Huh?
We finally on the same page about something. Case in point, when we went to Red Lobster, I'm like, bro, chill. I was like, chill.
Over.
And what happened? What happened? Nothing, right? What happened? But who gave up Instagram?
It wasn't me.
Me. Her.
Yeah, because you asked.
I did not ask for her Instagram. No, I didn't. Okay. Don't you see? You want to throw stones. I didn't ask that girl for the only thing. Once she found out we were both from Brooklyn, the conversation became more friendly.
Oh, dog, you putting her business out there. Now people gonna be like, go to Red Lobster, girl from Brooklyn.
That's 2 years ago.
It was that long ago.
Was 2 years
ago. 2 years ago. Yeah, it's 2 years ago. But you ain't gonna make me. I'll fess up to what I fess up to, but you ain't gonna put nothing on my back to think you gonna make me walk back. No, hell no.
Yeah, friendly.
You saw she's
Talking
throwing
to
it
it.
too. You saw she throwing it too.
Thank y'all so much for watching the TV.
Oh yeah, see.
Closing remarks. What would you will you all tell this lady about what we started talking about at first? Would you tell her to keep it to herself?
Yeah, keep it to yourself. You just keep it to yourself. Just
Like,
keep it to yourself.
okay, so that's your final remark on that,
Oh yeah, keep it to yourself. That's the
Victor.
safe thing.
What you say, Victor?
He went out. Did he finish his?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said keep it to yourself. That's the
Yeah,
safest thing.
keep it to yourself.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's hard, but I mean, I guess I agree with you all. For her not to say anything. I mean, she said she's just wean yourself away from them and let them figure it out. You don't want to be caught in the middle because you are friends with both the husband and the wife. So, I mean, she shouldn't have told you from the beginning because now she got you in a position where you feeling some type of way. So she was wrong for telling you, but now that you know, just do less with them. I guess I can say just do less with them and you won't feel as guilty being around both of them. Guys, thank y'all so much for watching the show tonight. Yes, Sydney, we're going to leave it right there. Keep it to yourself. Talk to God about it. Thank y'all so much for watching the tea tonight. We had fun, on this topic. A lot of
Ooh.
truth been told tonight. 90% of y'all agree with me tonight. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you.
They agree with them shoulders. That's what they agree with. But we ain't got nothing to say about that.
And again, there you go.
I don't give a damn what you say. Hey, Veronica, I mentioned this to y'all. I just thought about something. Again, I don't know if it's a topic we could think about. I just want to put it out there. Being married and wearing your wedding ring. How
Yeah, we
important
talked
is
about
that?
that before, remember?
We have. I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
we talked about that because
I don't
Sharon
remember.
was on
Maybe
here.
I wasn't on because I don't remember
Oh,
that.
you was on here.
That was on? Okay.
Mhm. All right, guys. Well, have a good night. Thank y'all so much for watching the tea tonight. We appreciate y'all. It goes down every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. right here, Facebook Live, and also on YouTube. We appreciate you guys. If y'all can head over to YouTube and give us a thumbs up and follow us there as well, we appreciate it so much. I hope you guys have a great weekend. If you all would like to join us tomorrow, Hip Hop Fitness with Veronica goes down 7 p.m. at the B.A. Gary Gym in Darlington, $5 per class. We have an awesome group of ladies that's there supporting one another, and we have a great time together as we get fit and getting our bodies right and on this healthy journey together. So you're welcome to come out. Hip Hop Fitness with Veronica, 7 p.m. Wednesday nights, 9 a.m. Saturday mornings. We would love to see you there. If you have a topic suggestion or if you have an email letter, please send it to tangyteaoflife@gmail.com, or you can send it right here to our inbox on the page, Tangy Tea of Life. Thank y'all so much. And if you have not done so already, please follow us, tap that bell so that you can know every time that we are on here live. All right. And we will be going back through the comments and reading your comments and commenting behind you if need be. Hey, Miss Rainey, all the way from White Plains, New York. Thank y'all so much. Have a great night. All hearts and mind clear.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Well, have a good night, guys. Thank y'all so much.
Buenas noches.